Hello, my name is Grian, and today I'm going to be showing you a bunch of tricks and tips using banners in Minecraft. So let's get straight into it. The first one is using banners that have symbols on them to symbolize what a market stall is selling. Now, it doesn't just have to be a market stall. In this example, it's a noodle stand and we're showing noodles. Next up, we have a nice computer design. Now, obviously, it's not the best looking thing, but it is a simple way of making a monitor. All you have to do is place the banner and cover up the top with a single block. Next up is an awesome looking toaster. This actually looks really good and decorative. Now, how you do this, unfortunately, it does involve either command blocks or world edit. So all you have to do is // set 78:4 to place the snow in that specific area. Now, if you put a lever on the side, that will remove it as it updates the block. So all you need is this easy banner. And again, all these banners will be in the description for you to acquire very easily, so don't worry about trying to figure out how to make them. Next up, we have a cool design. Now, you need 9 individual banners in a 3x4 space, and the design, when put together, creates a really cool looking skull. Now, I found this online, it's not my design, and I will put a link in the description on how to acquire these banners. They look really cool, and I used the example that they used on the Imgur link, where you had it on a balloon, and I thought it looked really cool, because I'd never actually seen this skull before. Next up, we have a cool design to label your crops with banners. The first one, of course, is potatoes on the left, and on the right we have carrots. Again, these designs are available in the description, and there's a big website of all the designs for you easily to put them together instead of working out how to make them manually. Next up, we have the use of the alphabet. Now, this is just an example of how you could use it. I've made a gas sign, and I actually used this in a map recently, but again, the link for how to make the alphabet is in the description. Next up is a cool building trick. This is a way to decorate your lights with a cool protective guard around the outside using banners. So all you have to do is place the sea lantern, a block on top, and then the banners surrounding it. And it makes a cool little trick, but you need to make sure that it is a half slab difference between the roof and your light. Otherwise, it won't work. Next up, we've got some really cool chairs. Now, this chair design has been shown to you before, but you can decorate it with banners to make it more colourful if you so wish. It is fairly easy, you just crouch and place the banner. Next up is a cool couple of tricks for bathrooms. So first of all, we can add just towels on a rack, but this one, perhaps more interesting, is a banner that looks like a mirror. It's obviously just a shaded blue banner with a border, but it is effective nonetheless. Next up, we have probably the most common use for banners in a house, which is just some simple curtains or drapes or whatever you want to call them. Put them either side of a window, and you have yourself some pretty good and easy to make curtains. Next up is a little Tardis. This one is one of the most used banners on the website in the description, and you literally put it around some lapis lazuli and it ends up looking like a mini Tardis. Now, the item that you put on the top is up to you. I just put a beacon, but you can put something else if you wanted to. It's a really cool little trick, and if you found a red one, it might even make a nice phone box. Next up, we have a marketplace. Now, you can just drape some banners over the top of the wool to make it look like it is sort of drooping down and it's a little more fabric. Next up is just some ideas for decorations for like a fiesta or a festival or anything like that. Now, on their own they look kind of silly, but if you incorporated a whole bunch of them into a city setting, then it would look like a really cool festival. I've obviously used some red, orange and yellow colours because that's usually what I would associate with these festivals. Next up is the funny stuff. You can use banners to make these silly faces. Now, I have shown this in a build battle before, and I asked the kings of making silly faces, Jay the Star, Gareth and Dom, to come on and make an example for me. Now, I made this one, but then they came on and made a whole bunch more that I didn't ask for. So the key to making these faces is the use of banners as teeth, eyes, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So you can see how banners really make this look stupid. So we got a couple of Pepes. I actually made this one as well, which is why it's not as good. But you can make different patterns to include teeth on the mouth and that kind of stuff, and crazy eyes, and you can cover up certain parts to make them look even goofier. Look at what is that? Domrao, what is wrong with you? Look how silly these look. It's amazing what you can do with banners. Now, I'm not sure really why they made quite so many of these. I mean, they made a Homer Simpson and an inconspicuous dirt hill. That's possibly my favourite one. But look how imaginative you can get with these banners. I'm really not sure why there's so many of them, but thank you to those guys. And I will link a tutorial description from Gareth on how to make these if it's something that you're interested in. So let's get back into the more serious ones. This one is a car wash that I actually used in a other building tricks and tips video, but I'm including this one again because I think it's cool. So you need to put a couple of banners on the sides to droop down over the front, and then the actual washing parts of it are made of banners again, but they will never rotate, so it's just a decorative thing. And finally, we have a chair where you can put some banners underneath to symbolize some pretty cool looking cushions. That's it, pretty much. Those are all the banners and tricks and tips that I could think of. Now, these all came from different sources, so let's have a look through them again. We got all the silly faces, and oh my god, I can't stop looking at that one. Pepe, all these like crazy faces, thanks to the guys for making those. The Fiesta, the Marketplace, the Tardis, the curtains, and some cool tricks for your bathroom, chairs, the light decoration, the use of the alphabet, labeling your crops, the really cool hot air balloon, the toaster, the monitor, and decorating your selling stall with whatever you're selling. So these all came from different places. Some of them came from the internet, some of them came from me, some of them came from friends, some of them came from the crew. Thank you to everyone, and I will do my best to make sure that everyone is credited for what they contributed to this video. Hopefully, something has been put in here that you didn't know about, and it will be easy enough to produce those banners, because actually making banners from scratch is a very difficult thing to do, but there should be enough instruction in the description for you to make any one of these. If you know any banner tricks that I haven't included, I would love to know. If you either leave a comment or tweet at me, whatever floats your boat. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting recently, and a big thank you to everyone that contributed, even if you were just on Reddit or the internet. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye!